are we going to do with all these bananas? Anyway, good afternoon, magandang hapon, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today we are going to do something a little unusual. Today is going to be a catch-up episode. And we are going to take some of the footage that we have in our archive, put them all together. It's going to be kind of like a hodgepodge of a mixture of things today in today's episode. So today's episode has a little bit to do with this here, a little bit of noise you hear back over there. Some of the noise you can't hear from a few nights ago over there, and some noise at some other places that we visited a few nights back as part of the holiday celebration here. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and hopefully you enjoyed today's episode called Catch-Up Hodgepodge. Now without further delay, let's get today's video underway. All right, well now I'm looking in the James archive footage here over the last few days, and I'm going to try to go in chronological order of the archive footage that I have of the events of the past few days. So what I'm looking at, the first thing is Ness had it's like a high school Christmas reunion kind of a thing that she does each year. Ness right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to visit with some of her, what they call batchmates, her high school batchmates, classmates we call it back in the U.S. And they put on a very nice, a very lovely Christmas party over at one of her friends' house. And I think we did it also last year at the same place. Or maybe we had a different, like maybe a organizing kind of a meeting there. I remember we were there before. Very lovely place, very close to here. So we'll start off with that in today's episode.
Christmas party.
Now looking through the archives here, just a few days ago as well, on the same night as Nessa's batchmate Christmas party, that same evening we left there and we went over to the barangay. The barangay was having their Christmas party too, behind the church in the big gymnasium area. So let's go ahead and visit that event right now. Then the next day I decided to go ahead and do a project in the backyard. We're doing some enhancements to the garden, the flower bed garden, around the perimeter, interior perimeter fence around Villa Feliz here, to give it more of a, for us, a eye-popping pizzazz so we can enjoy the backyard. So let's take a look at that project. All right, today's next big project is doing a flower garden around the inside perimeter of the fence line in the backyard. So what we are going to do, myself and my gardener here, we've already started a little bit. As you can see, I marked off, well, you probably can't see the marking that I did. I actually used the hose. I use a hose. Some people use a spray can and they mark off the design. But I used the hose, and we kind of followed the hose design. I pre-cut a little line inside where the flower garden is going to be. We have a sprinkler head right here, so I moved our little indention back so it will maximize on the throw on the rest of the yard and won't be interrupted by the flower garden that we're installing back here. So we're going to do that. We're cutting up all of the bluegrass back here, and it's quite a bit, so we're going to reutilize that in other places. And then we are going to add a little bit more soil. Then what we're going to do, we are going to plant some plants. Ness and I went today, we went to Rosario. We went to Rosario, to one of our favorite plant garden places run by Ryan. You saw that in the previous video. And we picked up some plants, and we will start. And we're going to chunk this. When I say chunk it, I mean we're going to do one section at a time, because first of all, the back of the truck isn't big enough for all the plants that we need. And I need a break in every now and then, and so it will be easier to do. So today, I believe at a manageable pace, we can do from this post of it here to behind the papaya tree right here in this area. Now eventually what's going to happen is back in this area, there's going to be a grand waterfall feature that goes from here and dumps into a koi pond that will eventually be right here. So one step at a time. And that's what it is about when you're building a house and you're building a backyard and you're building a life, is you do a little bit at a time. It seems like it's impossible at the very beginning, but if you chunk it, if you do a little bit at a time, then when it's all done, it's like, how did I get all that done? And if you're doing it by yourself, you really have to do it that way. But if you hire somebody, they can get it all done in a couple of weeks. But we're trying to save money here at Villa Feliz. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, we have the beginning of our garden that's going to set along the border of the fence line. Oh, I love this. This is called Buddha bamboo. And I don't know, I asked, I said, why is it called Buddha bamboo? And nobody could really give me an answer, but if you look at the shape, I want you to look at the shape of this bamboo. Now, if you kind of look at the shape of the bamboo, it's got these little bulges, you know, like the belly. You see the little Buddha statues, and people usually go up and they rub the belly and hope for good fortune. Well, maybe if I rub the bamboo belly right here, maybe I'll have some good fortune. Who knows? Anyway, I don't really know if that has anything to do with it, but it's kind of neat. And then I said, is it evasive? And they said, well, it will grow out, but it takes a long time. It's not like some of the bamboo that we have in the U.S. that's vining. It's a very evasive bamboo, and it'll destroy your yard. So I think we'll be okay with this, and it's really nice and ornamental back over here. So I got a lot of this section done. It's not full. There's still a lot of room for expansion and growth. If you look, you see I have a lot of empty spaces, but that's okay, and that gives me the opportunity to pick some other plants I might see if I like some other plants at different nurseries. So the next step is, I've already kind of lined, I don't know if you can see it, but I made the lines. So we're going to cut out some more grass along here, right up to the edge of the raised bed garden. We're going to take out all of this grass all along the back, and we're going to put some nice plants, maybe some mini trees or something like that back here. Now, my original plan was to go this afternoon, shortly after lunch, go pick up some more plants and then continue with the project. But remember, I was talking about chunking the projects that you have, your DIY projects around your house, so you don't burn yourself out. And that wouldn't have been too bad. That's kind of easy stuff. Go and pick up a few, throw a few more inside the ground, since I have help with my gardener. But then I got a phone call, and the phone call says we're doing Christmas caroling again this evening, and that will be an all-night kind of a thing. So I don't want to be burned out for that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this rest. Enjoy looking at it for just a little bit right now. Rest around the house here. Do some editing. I got a couple of videos that I need to upload, and I'll probably add it to today's video since it will probably be short. And then onward and forward. Tomorrow will be another day. We'll probably get started back on this project. I don't know if you can hear over my shoulder. Sounds like a mixer running, and it probably is a mixer running. At the bottom of the hill there is where Ainsley is building. Now to close out today's episode, we're going to visit over by Ainsley's project, the house building project on this block just down the street. As you'll see, there's been quite a considerable amount of progress done there. You'll see there is concrete hollow block that has actually started, buried in the ground up to this point right now, where they will be pouring a slab before you know it. So let's go on down to Ainsley's place and see what's going on there. I think we're all caught up. I think we have all the video footage released. So I think we're good now. We're caught up on archived footage. So that's it for today's episode. We have some new things that will be happening over the next few days, and they have to do with the Christmas holiday as well. We have, of course, the annual Santa giveaway that we do down in the barangay. You'll see me, this white beard that you see right here will be down to about here, and then I'll have my red hat on, and we'll be meeting the kids.
Santa suit.
Hopefully putting some joyful smiles on some of the children in the barangay here very soon in the next few days, as well as we have our Rotary giveaway from all the collections that were contributed when we went around doing the Christmas caroling. And there's a few other things. We have some friends and some family members that will be coming visit us over the next few days for the holidays as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, this massive collage of stuff that we have today. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, please share, and if you haven't subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed holiday.
Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.